we should be discussing pay a lot, bro. If and it's a taboo, and it's a taboo we gotta break, right? If I tell Mitty what I'm making, then Mitty can scale himself by his experience and his age and go get more money from his company, or have a better idea of his value and worth, But we don't do it, and like Mitty said, I think that's come to us through different HR policies, us not having a clear understanding of what's taboo and what we can't legally discuss in the workplace, but that only benefits the employer. We should have much more open conversations. There's a friend of mine that she just left my firm not too long ago, and she's looking at opportunities and she's looking at side hustles and stuff. I'm very open with her because she's younger than me. I'm very open with her about the salary I make, my degree, and all that, because I'm like, yo, you're at the age now where you could chase for this now, because I know that if I'm making this, others are making much more too. Yeah. So I think that's the conversation we need to start having more and more, bro. It should not be a taboo. Should not be a taboo at all.
Yeah. Nah, and it's interesting because I think a month ago, one of my group chats, he was talking about this, where I was telling one of my homeboys, I was like, yo, you have this degree, you have this, you've been doing this stuff, you're like the president of this, you've been doing all these things, like your resume is stacked, bro. You should be out here demanding six figures like it's nothing. Correct. Like your resume is stacked way more than mine. Like, granted, we in two different fields, but like,
experience is enough.
You should be, you should know your worth in the sense to demand what you're worth. And if I feel like you're worth it, I know lots of other people who I'm like, yo,
they don't have
deserve more. So it's like, when you just got that's part of it to me too, where it's like, this is gonna sound like victim blaming, but I'm not victim blaming. And hear me out. Let me because I know people listening, it may sound like,
here we go.
But because they say like women make like 83 cents to every dollar a white man makes, and all that stuff. So part of the issue I see is that people don't ask for what they're worth. Like, you don't ask for what, like, closed mouth don't get fed. You gotta ask for what you and to me, luckily, I feel blessed to say that I've been in a position where I know what the going rate is for the type of work I do. I know what other people are making here. So to me, to ask for what I ask for with the years that I have, it's easy. Yeah, but there's people who...
Some people not your ass.
Yeah, some people it's harder for them to ask, and it's like, you gotta own, and a lot of girls, they'll say that they don't want to come off as that, toxic black girl or the angry black woman and all that stuff that's uncooperative and all that. But it's like, nah, fuck that shit. Go where you're wanted. Yeah. Like, if they don't want you there because they feel like, go somewhere else. Like, you can get this money and still hold true to your values and like know what you're worth and don't have to. That's all I had to say.
So just to add to what you're saying, because I think it's a very good point. There is a fear, like I'll be totally candid. For this new job that I got, it was the first time I ever negotiated salary. Every other time I was afraid to be like, nah, I know I need more because based off of what you're gonna ask me to do and based off of my skill set, I know that when other projects come along, you're gonna ask me to do more. And I can do it. But I was always afraid to ask for more money because why? Because I'm thinking that they're gonna be like, nah, we can't hire you back type situation. Not knowing that a lot of the times, because you've already made it this far, they really need you. You know what I'm saying? So again, I think it goes back to what y'all was saying, that like we've been conditioned from like HR and even our parents per se, because sometimes our parents take the short just so that they can have security for us to be so for everybody to be comfortable, not necessarily just because they might be uncomfortable, but they would much rather the kids be comfortable or be able to send their money, their folks' money and back home. excuse me, or to be able just to do whatever, like build a house and wherever they're at, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, you're conditioned to see the short, and on top of that, because growing up in Africa too, is you don't have the luxury of bouncing from job to job. Sometimes you have to sustain that job for like years on end before you can, you know what I'm saying, maybe even decide to look for something else. Or you do what we do now, which is use your profits or use your pay to fund your side hustle. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that we have to break per se, and I think that was a healthy point that we brought up, especially with discussing salaries.
From what first of all, that's a good thing you brought up. First of all, whatever salary you ask for, they're gonna undercut you, no matter what. That's
100%.
That's one of corporate etiquette, right? And if they give you what you asked for, you didn't ask for nothing. So you already, like, every time I'm submitting for more than I want, and once you give me the offer, I'm always gonna ask for more, and I'm gonna keep, and of course, until I hear like a hard firm no, because I already know it's expected. They expect us to ask for more. Mm-hmm. So don't be afraid of it because it's an expectation. Always ask for more, you know. But try and research, like you said, when Mitty said, like, he knows his market worth. Go on Glassdoor, whatever. Try and find out how much is the going rate for what your role is in your experience. Mm-hmm. and make sure that you ask for more because they will undercut it no matter what.
100%.
So it's a lot of corporate etiquette stuff. Even quicker point about women in the workplace not wanting to take that position of where they're being super assertive. That is a thing, and it's something that I observed too. And it's not just women. I mean, Black people do it, period, right? But then you see Becky throwing the weight around. You see that's Lanos or whatever. Austin or Theodore is throwing his weight around. You feel me? So we gotta shake that mentality, and we gotta be more assertive. And like I said, even I said this one podcast, like, even though we talk in the workplace, I believe, just drop that out. Just drop those words out. Say it and affirm it. This is my choice. I think this is the right choice. Oh, I believe this is the one to go with. No, this is the one to go with. Little things like that. Let's change the way we interact in the corporate space. It can go a long way, bro. So all that's part of it, man. You got to negotiate.